G'day. What does the future of SPA education look like? Here's a juicy one to take with you into the weekend. What is the future of SPA education? I saw yesterday on the Professional Beauty website that the University of Derby in the UK has announced that they're stopping their spa management course, their spa management program. They've said that they're doing this because the industry is moving towards industry-led education. Okay, maybe. I've also noticed in a comment from Kathryn Dowthwaite-Blay, who coincidentally also runs her own online spa education course, that the RMIT Masters of Wellness program has not been operating for about the last 4 years or so. I think they started that around, I think it's been going for about 7 or 8 years, and then it stopped apparently around about 2015. Now, I know for a fact that the guy running that course, Professor Mark Cohen, has moved on to do other things. I'm not actually sure whether or not he left and therefore the course and the program stopped, or whether the program stopped and therefore he left. But actually it doesn't really matter, because if the course was financially viable for the university, I'm sure they would have found a way to keep it going. And I think the same with the University of Derby. Don't know, just assuming. So the idea about industry-led accommodation is great, and it may well be the best place to actually educate people. The problem is that the governments and the authorities that are issuing the, say, business licenses and work permits for therapists and people working in spas, those people are saying, we don't necessarily trust the industry-led education. We actually want institutional type education. And I know in a number of countries, the education that is run by the industry associations, isn't actually counted as a serious accreditation in terms of the staff training, the therapist training, the management training. They won't issue work permits unless the therapist or the individual has got a degree from a known university that's recognised by the government. So we've got a bit of a problem. It's great to say the industry needs to educate the industry itself, but when the issuing bodies and the authorising bodies of business licenses and work permits and those things are looking for institutional type education, then we're going to have a disconnect. So someone better start talking to those bodies before we start thinking that the industry can take care of the education themselves. I reckon we're in for a bit of a mess. So I think we've already got this problem now. Universities are finding it not commercially viable, I'm assuming. The authorities are saying we want institutional education. The institutions are saying we can't really provide it. We got a bit of a problem. So I would be interested to hear your thoughts on the topic. I think it's going to get messy before it gets clean. So would love to hear your thoughts. Do let me know in the comments below. I do thank you for your time, and I will be back again tomorrow. See ya.